Hello world, my name's Dr. Skippy. I'm an MD, MBA, and this is my YouTube channel, Dr. Skippy. This is an unboxing video of the coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 IgG test kit. This is a rapid test kit that you've probably been reading about in the news, and it just uses a finger prick of blood to do the testing. I got it from Ray Biotech. It wasn't easy to get, but I'm a licensed physician, and the ability to test quickly and inexpensively at home is definitely a big plus. You can see it arrived by FedEx, and I've already opened the package. Let's see what was in it. This is the box of the test kit supplies and test strips. Here's it already came with the alcohol prep pads. It came with lancets. This is what you use to draw the blood, and it even came with band-aids so that you can quickly take care of the blood loss. So there's finger prick lancet set, 20 sets, pretty nicely packaged. And then here's the PO that came with it. They're roughly about $500 for 20, including shipping. We have to figure out why the FDA is blocking these. This technology has been around for many years. It's very similar to the technology of the $1 pregnancy test that you can buy at your local dollar store. Basically what happens is these test strips inside the box have antibodies, detection that the human reacts with, and if it shows up positive by looking at the different lines that show up on the test, then it shows that you have immunity to coronavirus or COVID-19, the novel coronavirus out of Wuhan, China, that's caused this worldwide pandemic. You draw the blood, you drop it into the test solution and dilute it. You put it into the test strip, wait 5 to 10 minutes, and then you look to see that there's a control line and then a test line to show if you have evidence of having been infected and potentially have IgG, which is protective antibody to future coronavirus infections. Of course, we still have a lot of data out there remaining to be seen. And here is the product insert that tells you how the product was made and how it's used and how to run the test. The interesting thing back here is that the testing shows that it is fairly accurate, and something like 92% or so accuracy. So let's move forward from here. Take a look. Here are the 20 tests, and they come in little foil pouches like this, and it says Ray Biotech Incorporated, components, CG-CoV IgG detection cassette, disposable pipette is in here for diagnostic use, and there's a lot control number in here. People might be saying, where did they get the original antibodies to do this testing? Well, way back in December and January when this started coming up, and the Chinese researchers very quickly were able to replicate the antibody detection strips. So these have been around, so it's really pretty sad that these have not been approved faster, but they're starting to be available now from the FDA through an EUA emergency use agreement, and I was able to get this test. So let's move forward. So now I have my supplies out. You can see I've got an alcohol pad, the lancet, the diluent, a band-aid for afterwards when I have any bleeding to control, the test cassette, which I'm going to unveil here momentarily, and the instruction guide, which says clean the application area with the alcohol pad, clean the finger, massage it a little bit, then use the lancet to draw the blood from the tip of the finger, collect it in the collection pipette, which is inside of this bag, and you have to put that drop into the dilution buffer, and then you have to mix it thoroughly, and then we'll put 2 or 3 drops of the diluted sample into the collection area of the cassette. Let's see what's inside the cassette bag. You can see it's sealed very nicely. Here's the big reveal. So there is a standard laboratory pipette, and here is the testing tray. So we'll put the diluent into this section, and it will go up the filter paper slowly. Takes about 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll have a reveal of what the test was. Now, I was sick about 3 or 4 weeks ago. IgG typically takes about 2 weeks to develop. And we'll see whether or not I really had coronavirus or not. Let's proceed forward. I'll clean up my workstation here a little bit, and I'll get ready to draw my blood. Take out my alcohol pad, and I'm going to clean the tip of my finger and let that dry. Usually takes a few seconds to get it kind of clean and sterile, and then it'll evaporate and dry up. You remove this. This is the actuator button. There's a little needle in there. When I press this, a spring is going to do it, and it's going to hurt a little bit, so you may hear a yelp. Let's hope not. I'm pretty tough. And you just go bang, and that wasn't too bad. Now sometimes they say wipe off the first drop of blood, and we'll do that, and we'll get a significant collection of blood here. And with the pipette, and you can see I got a pretty good supply of blood going there. Fill the pipette tip with blood. Avoid collecting air bubbles. Let's see if we can get this down into our diluent bottle. Alright, we got that down in there. I think I'm going to try to get one more drop of blood. Alright, now the blood is in. We'll mix that up like that. And I'm going to get my Band-Aid going here so I don't bleed like crazy. Hope nobody passed out watching that. Now, it won't take too much blood here to do the sample because it's microscopic and should be pretty sensitive. So I will just go ahead and take my mixed solution here. You can see it's got some blood in it, and it says add 2 or 3 drops of the diluted sample to the release pad section of the cassette. So here goes. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to wait 5 to 10 minutes and see what the result is. I'll move this to the side, and as you can see, it's already starting to migrate up the test strip. Okay, it's been about 5 or 6 minutes. The test worked pretty quickly. Let's interpret the results. Here you can see that the fluid went up the test strip, and very quickly the control line turned positive to show you that the test is working. You don't see anything on the test line, so it's basically saying either I goofed up because I didn't put enough blood in there, or I certainly don't have IgG that indicates I have any sort of immunity to COVID-19. Now, even if you saw the faintest line here at the test line, then that would show even a faint line that there's the evidence of antibodies. Maybe what I'll do is I'll wait a week and I'll post up a follow-up test to see if it just took my body longer to develop antibodies. And if the test is negative and I use a better blood sample, then perhaps I don't have COVID-19 exposure in my medical history. Anyway, this is the test, the rapid test that you've been reading about. Not the one that was by Abbott Labs that was shown by the president, but these are available on the market now, and hopefully your physicians will have them available in their offices. And again, the price is reasonable. The cost to me was about $25 per test. They're probably going for $50 to $100 because of lab costs and administration fees and so on at your physician's office. But there you have it, the COVID-19 rapid test from Ray Biotech. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe and watch for follow-up videos. So a couple quick follow-ups. You can see there was also a desiccant pack in the foil that helps keep the test dry. I did a second test, as you can witness by the extra Band-Aid here, with more blood, and you can see that it obviously shows in the serum there going up the test strip. But it still appears to be no IgG in my blood. So I need to be careful, social distancing, and wear personal protective equipment. But you can see it's a pretty elegant test that shows whether or not you have IgG protective antibodies or evidence of infection from coronavirus or COVID-19. Thanks again for listening.